Good day everyone, I am teacher Donna and today we will talk about the topic problem-based learning. So now, let's start! What is problem-based learning? PBL or problem-based learning is a method of instruction where students work together as a team to find a solution to a real-world issue. It entails an investigative process and the resolution of open-ended questions that serve as the student's main problem. It differs significantly from the direct teaching approach in which a teacher lectures a group of students on the ideas and facts related to a given subject. Students who engage in problem-based learning develop critical thinking and problem-solving skills, which are crucial for lifelong learning as well as teamwork, communication, and research skills. According to Ali 2009, PBL is a method for figuring out issues with a scenario in order to improve knowledge and comprehension. She suggested the 5 PBL principles that teachers could take into account when preparing or implementing the strategy. The first principle is, it is a power of independent and self-directed learning. In PBL process, students gain control over their learning tasks and develop their ability to learn independently and responsibly. The self-directed student takes the lead in designing, carrying out, and assessing their educational experiences. The next principle is, learning happens in a group and teacher is a facilitator. In problem-based learning, the role of the teacher is to facilitate the learning process. He or she has a constant support and guidance to the students so they can learn or work toward a goal in a group setting. Next is, all groups have to participate equally. The students collaborate to achieve the common objective of creating a solution to the issue. As a result, in order for the groups to develop in their thinking toward resolving the research questions and the overall problem, they are dependent on each other's performance and contributions. Next is, students learn about motivation, teamwork, problem solving, and engagement with the task. In problem-based learning, students learn about motivation and problem solving. They can also learn the value of teamwork and active engagement with the task since they need to work with other students. Lastly, they can also use different resources like photographs and articles to solve the problem. Furthermore, Law 2009 proposed a 6-stage process used in the adoption of the online problem-based learning. The first step is to identify the problem. It involves the process of determining the underlying issue or issues that are causing the problem. It aids students in clearly defining and simplifying issues in order to solve them successfully. The next step is brainstorming. In this part, the group generates ideas or concepts for organizing the issue. This method necessitates a thorough and structured discussion in which each group member is encouraged to think aloud and offer as many ideas as they can, drawing on their varied backgrounds of knowledge. The third step is to collect and analyze the information. It entails assigning group members to gather information and post what they discover and learn. They cooperate with each other to gather appropriate and practical information. The fourth step is synthesizing information. It is the method of evaluating and comparing data from various sources and drawing connections between them. Then they combine the newly discovered information with previously known information to produce something new. The fifth process is co-building knowledge. Through this collaborative process, students build on one another's ideas and contributions to widen their knowledge. In this stage, the solution to the issue or problem is presented. The last is refining the process. It entails the instructor providing feedback and recommendations to aid the students in improving themselves. Each group shares their work and gains knowledge from each other. Now, let's talk about the benefits of problem-based learning. Studies have shown that problem-based learning has positive effects on students who participate in the process. These include the following. According to Gufron and Ermawati 2018, in EFL writing class, problem-based learning promotes self-confidence and motivation. Since students are in charge of their group's collaborative investigation of a relevant subject, problem-based learning has been proposed to improve student intrinsic motivation through these methods. It also reduces students' nervousness during the learning process. It is because students are given the opportunity to work in a group where they can help each other. They feel more comfortable to express their ideas in solving the problem. Next is it increases students' responsibility in learning. Since problem-based learning is a learner-centered approach, students become responsible and have control of their learning process. It also makes students easily learn the material through sharing of ideas. It is because by sharing different information, they expand their knowledge and gain full understanding of the issue being addressed. They can also learn from the ideas of other students. Next, it promotes problem-solving skills. It is because when the students are in the process of solving the problem, they need to think critically, which helps to develop these skills. Next, it promotes self-directed learning. In this learning approach, the students are given the chance to take control of their learning and become responsible enough to acquire sufficient knowledge. Next, it also promotes active learning because in this approach, students must have an active involvement in solving the problem. They need to participate and work with each other to solve the issue. It also makes students explore many learning resources because in this learning approach, students need to widen their knowledge about the problem by gathering sufficient information. That's why they should explore and use different learning resources. Additionally, it makes students develop positive attitude towards learning. It is because students need to show positivity, curiosity, or engagement during the learning process. They must show willingness to learn and find solution to the problem. Moreover, according to Bresh, Ali, and Darby 2019, EFL students enhance fluency in communication. Because in problem-based learning, students need to present their work, that's why they learn to communicate their ideas efficiently and precisely. Next, it improves grammar. Since grammar is one of the important aspects of presenting accurate information, learners need to master it. And problem-based learning helps them to enhance these skills. It also increases comprehension. In problem-based learning, students should think critically so they will find possible solution to a particular problem. It enables them to comprehend important information that would be a great help in solving the issue. It also enhances good pronunciation and intonation. Since students need to present their solutions to the problem, problem-based learning allows them to express their ideas with good pronunciations and intonation so they would have a good output. It also enhances self-confidence. It is because in problem-based learning, students become confident in doing the learning task because they work together with each other. They can express their ideas freely and more comfortably. It also increases range of vocabulary. It is because in problem-based learning, learners will encounter various words while gathering information which is needed in solving the problem. That's why it also helps them in expanding their vocabulary. Additionally, according to this 2017 research, PBL participants statistically improved their reading comprehension more than non-PBL participants. The PBL participants' motivation, willingness to learn English, and communication inside and outside the classroom were much higher than those of the participants of the non-PBL group. Furthermore, the teachers are also affected with how well PBL as a method of instructing and learning. Markowick and Salvage 2019 conducted a study to see how teachers felt about teaching literature through a problem-based approach. They found that PBL is an appropriate methodological system since it encourages student curiosity and exploratory thinking, develops a love of reading, and develops the skill of integrating instructional themes. That's why problem-based learning is advantageous for both teachers and students. Now, let's talk about how technology is integrated in problem-based learning. There are a variety of free internet resources available for students to use as they work together to answer an open-ended issue. Bauer, Heberge, and Kuswara 2010 emphasized that the type of activity and thought process that students engage in influence the quality of learning, and that technology is only a mediator for cooperation and representation. The learners can use the Web 2.0 technology because it includes networking, sharing, and collaboration. This might help and improve problem-based learning activities at various levels. There are also productivity tools for writing, presentations, spreadsheets, calendars, organizers, citations, and others that can help the teachers and learners. It is crucial that teachers take note or try out these tools first so they are familiar with which one is best for the problem-based learning activity before employing or suggesting them to students. And lastly, when using problem-based learning, the learning competencies must be the primary consideration together with the content and performance standards before the technology integration. PBL is about developing higher order thinking skills. Therefore, the taxonomy of objectives should be utilized to ensure that you are targeting the required outcomes. And that is the end of our discussion about problem-based learning. I hope you've learned something. Once again, I am Teacher Donna, and thank you for watching.